Hello everyone. Now we are going to see a case study on fall of gold demand in India. In this case study we are going to see about the fall of gold demand during the first quarter, that is between January and March in the year 2020. There are general factors which affects the gold rate in India. Those factors include inflation. Gold, due to its almost steady character as compared to accuracy, holds significant value and it is used to hedge inflation. The next one is the global movement. Any global movement in the price of gold affects the price of the yellow metal, that is gold, in India. And the third one is the government gold reserves. And the fourth one includes the jewelry market and the interest rate trends. These are the general factors which affects the gold rate in India. That too mainly the inflation and the global movement of the yellow metal. Now we are going to see the 5 factors in detail which affects the gold rate in India. Adding some more point to it about government gold reserves in jewelry market in India. Central banks of most major countries hold both currency as well as gold reserves. US Federal Reserve of the US and Reserve Bank of India are two prime examples of this, that is government gold reserves. When central bank of large countries start holding gold reserves and procuring more gold, the price of the gold goes up. This is because the flow of cash in the market is increased while the supply of gold goes down. Indians, that is about jewelry market, Indians love their gold jewelry, be it festivals or birthdays. Gold jewelry holds a special place in Indian households. During the wedding season and also during festivals like Diwali, Pongal and some more festivals, gold price goes up as a result of increased consumer demand. The demand-supply mismatch leads to the raised prices. The demand-supply mismatch leads to the raised prices. The demand for gold does not end at jewelry requirements. The metal is used in small quantities by various electronic companies for manufacturing of devices like television, computer, GPS, that is global positioning system, etc. In India, gold is used for jewelry requirements as a gifting article for showing of wealth as well as a strong hedge against rising inflation. All these combined make the domestic demand for gold rise so much that India has to time and again import the huge quantities of the yellow metal, that is the gold. The industrial demand for the gold accounts for 12% of the total demand for gold in the country. Next is about interest rate trends. Interest rate of financial products and services are tied closely with the demand for gold. Current gold prices are generally good indicators of the interest rate trends of any country. With increased rate of interest, consumers tend to sell gold to acquire cash, and such an increased supply of gold leads to reduced rates of the metal. Alternatively, lower interest rates translate no more cash in the hands of the customer and such as greater demand of the gold and thereby increase the prices of the metal. Apart from the factors, that is the inflation, global movement, government gold reserves, US dollars, jewelry market, interest rate trends, the listed. There are also similar factors too, like the production of gold and its subsequent production cost that influences the price of this yellow metal. However, the bottom line to keep in mind is that no matter how the numerous factors of affecting the gold rate may appear, ultimately it all boils down to the demand the supply game. Basic demand supply mismatch is one of the primary reasons that drives the price of the yellow metal. The mismatch may, however, be created by several situations, some of which have been discussed in the general points which I have given earlier. These are some general points about the demand supply of the yellow metal. Now we come into the general case study which we are going to discuss about the topic which I have given earlier, that is case study on the fall of gold demand in the first quarter of the year 2020, that is between January and March. This was given by the Managing Director WGC Mr. Somasundaram PR. Gold demand in India fell 36% in the January-March quarter of this year to 101.9 tons due to volatile prices, economic uncertainties, and coronavirus-induced nationwide lockdown towards the end of the quarter, according to a report. Jewelry demand and gold investment demand also declined in the first quarter, and going ahead it could be a challenging year unless the industry is able to get the additions and recognize the supply chain in the quick time. According to World Gold Council's Q1 gold demand trends report, in terms of value, India's first quarter gold demand fell 20% to rupees 37,580 crores compared to rupees 47,000 crore in the same period of the year 2019. Gold prices jumped 25% to an average of rupees 36,875 per 10 grams without the customs duty and taxes during the first quarter of this year 2020, compared to an average of rupees 29,555 in the same period of 2019. World Gold Council India Managing Director Somasundaram PR told to the PTI. Indian gold demand in the first quarter has dropped. We have discussed earlier due to the factors high and volatile prices, economic uncertainties, and towards the end of the quarter, several logistical freeze following the lockdown, he added. Wedding demand during the first few weeks of the quarter did appear to bring in some seasonal cheer. However, later developments, more particularly since the beginning of March, disrupted on the market and the consumer confidence, resulting in a sharp drop in the jewelry demand by 41%, he added. The total investment demand in the first quarter of 2020 was down by 17% at 28.1 tons. In value terms, however, gold investment demand was up by 4% on one-year basis at Rs 10,350 crores. Investment demand, though lower by 17% at 28.1 tons, was relatively better as sentiment towards equities turned negative and investors turned to gold's liquidity and the safe haven status. Commenting on COVID-19 and its impact on the industry, he said a digital transformation of the industry could be a positive outcome of the current crisis, as a social distancing and contactless payments and other behavioral necessities challenge earlier forms of consumer agreement or engagement. Going forward, we are unable to quantify the impact of full year demand, as we do not have a sign of several criteria factors at the play under circumstances. It is going to be a challenging year unless the industry is able to get and recognize the supply chain in quick times. Meanwhile, the gold recycling in the country grew by 16% in first quarter 2020 at 18.5 tons. Recycling and collateralized loans against gold may be expected to grow exponentially due to high gold prices in the next few quarters, as the immediate economic impact of the lockdown becomes evident and hopefully fundamental reforms follow easing business sentiment. In that scenario, it is possible that gold becomes a tool for revival of many SME, that is business and household fortunes. This perhaps presents an opportunity that could review gold monetization scheme in the consumer friendly manner. Consumer sentiments could receive a boost with the approval of normal monsoons as predicted by International Monetary Demand IMD. Issues of integrity of gold and right price will receive greater consumer attention as the gold test affordability. And these are the some factors given by Mr. Somasundaram, World Gold Council. And we have seen about the fall of gold demand in India in the year January, that is in the year 2020, between January and March 2020 during the first quarter. Thank you.